I cry. You make me laugh when I'm mad, and you make me smile when I'm sad. And I hate that I'm lost and having it, and I am falling higher, and I'm falling higher, and I'm falling higher, higher.
You're now tuned in to 30 minutes of amazing TV. That was Falling Higher by Mrs. Jennings, which was amazing. Thank you so much for coming today. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Amazing. What was your inspiration by that song?
Well, Falling Higher was written, I guess, several years ago now. And I think my inspiration for that was to write a genuinely honest love song. I mean, there are a lot of great love songs, and I think as a songwriter, you're really missing out if you don't tap into that.
Oh, of course.
But I wanted to write a song that really said it just like it was, no bells and whistles. And so Falling Higher came out of it.
Now, you also, it said that you toured with a lot of bill charting artists. Can you name a few?
Sure. Some of the people that I've shared the stage with, I've toured with Mike Doty, who was formerly with Soul Coughing and now does awesome solo stuff. Jeffrey Gaines, who, we've been in Philly together, New York, Georgia, Tennessee. And I've also shared the stage with like Ryan Cabrera and Rachel Yamagata and some other really cool people.
Now, you're talking about Tennessee. Are you from New York or are you from somewhere else?
I am originally from Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow.
And I grew up in Gainesville, Georgia, so a split family. My dad lived in Nashville and my mom lived in Georgia. And then shortly after college, I moved back to Nashville. And then maybe after being there for a couple of years, ended up in New York.
New York. Now, you told me Washington Heights before, behind the scenes. Now, she's eating a lot of good food, that means.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Not to get too personal, raw, this is what we do all the time. But one of your other songs that I really, really enjoy, you're talking about your mother. Can you introduce that song, really talk to us about,
Sure.
Not to, of course we understand, but that's what jump-started her career in 2001. Her dad said you either have the choice of talking to somebody or you could write an album, and that's what I found fascinating. So elaborate a little bit on that.
I don't have any sort of discomfort talking about the loss of my mother. I was an only child from a split family, so my mom was my best friend in the whole world, and she was everything to me, and I lost her very, very suddenly. And I'd been doing music for a while, and she was always very supportive, but when that happened, it really showed me how fragile life can be, and how, it sounds so cliched, but life can be over in a second. And
you just have to appreciate everything.
You absolutely do, and you have to do exactly what you want to do with your life. And so I started writing all of these songs, and she passed away in March. And then by that summer, I had written this huge chunk of songs. And my dad, being a very reasonable person, said, "You've got to do something because you're going to go."
He was an artist as well.
He's a bassist, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So he said, you're going to go nuts if you don't do something. So he said, you can either write an album or go get therapy. And with an album, I feel like you're going to have something tangible to look back on. So that's what I did. But the song "Move" is probably the most honest song I could have written about loss and death. Took me about 9 years to actually get it out of my system. And
so beautiful.
So that's "Move."
Can you introduce your song to
Sure.
everybody?
I'm Jennings, and this is "Move."
Double doors, red carpet lining, and tears stain floors. The smell overwhelms me. It's clean with chemicals and flowers, and I'm crazy. I feel so weak in the knees, but I still have the strength to scream. If you could just move and breathe. This can't be happening. Not to her, not to me. If you could wake up and open
That was really touching and amazing. That's really one. Well, actually, on the website, I didn't hear that song today when you performed it. I was like, that's amazing. I was in the background, like, you had this whole room speechless.
Oh, thank you. It's a heavy song, and it, you know, after I wrote it, I really wasn't sure if I would ever play it live.
Yeah, some artists say that
it's
when
weird.
It's so emotional or so like personal that it's hard to put that concept out because you don't want to be vulnerable to everybody.
But at the same time, as an artist, it's our duty to do that.
Right.
And so, you know, the most honest song you could write is probably the best one to put out there. And it's been the one that, you know, tends to, when I play shows, that tends to be the one where people really come up and say, you know, thank you for that song, you know, and people tell me about their losses. So it's served a purpose, and
now
that's all I
you
can ask
write
for.
all your music, right?
I do. I mean, I have the occasional cover for fun, but I'm pretty much an original songwriter. So.
And on Raw, I usually say, can you perform an acapella? But you play as well as sing your own music, which is really, really, really amazing.
Thank you.
Now, tell us about your name. Your actual name is Mary Jennings.
Right.
Okay. But why do you only go by Jennings?
That's a good question. I started doing music when I was 18 years old. And, you know, I'd been going by Mary Jennings, but then when I started to record music, I was 19, and I had a photographer that was doing, you know, my pictures and my album artwork. And it was time for us to put the packaging together. He said, oh, okay, well, what are you going to go by? Mary Jennings. And he said, oh, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Go just by Jennings, because there are a million Mary Jennings out there, and you could just be plain old Jennings. It could be a solo artist name. It's plural, so it could be like a band name. So just stick with that. And so, you know, I definitely went for it, and it's kind of stuck ever since.
No, it's good, because actually I Googled you when I was doing some of your research, and a whole bunch of, I was like, this is not her. It was like a 50-year-old woman with like, I was like, this is not who I'm supposed to be interviewing today.
I've actually met 5 Mary Jennings that are not related to me in my lifetime.
Oh, man.
It's pretty overwhelming.
Now, Jennings, you had other piano players in a video that I just saw.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's funny when I say it,
No,
right?
no. What's funny is that the video that you're talking about had no piano players in it.
Really?
That was what our whole. So I'm assuming you're talking about Surrender.
Exactly.
So we recently got involved with a Casio campaign. They, you know, reached out to us and said, you know, we have this new keyboard. We want to send you one. Can you make us a cool video showing how cool the Casio really is? So our idea for the video was to show that anyone can play a piano if they want to.
Right.
So I ended up getting 6 of my friends. So there's 7 of us total. And I'm really the only one that's technically a pianist. You know, there's a guitarist, a bassist, a visual artist, a graphic designer. I mean, it runs the gamut, but we, you know, tried to pick out different pieces so that when we all came together playing the song, it showed that anyone could play it.
Yeah,
so.
and it's really cool. You have like one hand coming up and serving somebody coffee.
Yeah.
And then you have a guy, he had an afro, and he's over here checking out a girl and just forgets the piano. He just walks out.
Yep.
It's really, really good. Now, what other music? Like, you say that you're urban. But what are the other genres do you like to?
I mean, I would say I'm a pop rock musician, and you know, when I'm playing by myself, it comes off very singer-songwriter and tends to feel more like ballads. But I still have a rock band with a, you know, bass and guitar and drummer and all that. So I would say overall that's my genre, and I have you know, a lot of influences, but I would say that I'm kind of like an edgier Sarah McLachlan or a less angsty Tori Amos.
Right, but what I love about you is that she doesn't sound like anybody. Like she has her own sound, but I can hear other influences. And I was even thinking to myself, I was like, she even reminds me a little bit of Sade. Like, I want to turn on some candles and get back and sexy and just listen to her, because her voice is so many beautiful melodies, and it's just, it's really soothing.
Thank you.
There's a difference between soothing and boring. Soothing, she provides captivating, great music, and her voice, she's such a small person, but her sound is so explosive, which is really amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now, can you go into the next song that you're going to perform for us?
Sure. The next song is called Take It or Leave, and it's off of my new album, Take It or Leave, which is an acoustic live album.
Now, when you said Take It or Leave, were you talking about exactly a man, or is just
No, in fact, I'm talking...
Too personal?
No, not personal at all. In fact, this may keep me from getting a record deal one day, but I'm saying it to the music industry. If you don't like what I do, then take it or leave, because I'm going to keep doing exactly what I'm doing.
She's not settling for anything.
Nope.
This is her sound, and she's not going anywhere.
Staring out my window and my walls feel like cages. Trapped in all this freedom and I'm bound by these pages. I know that I can be something as long as I'm willing to. And I'll open up to it all. And I look into my mirror and the image is clear, but as soon as I feel comfortable, then all disappears. And I know that I can be something as long as I'm willing to. And I'll open up to it all. And I'm done selling out, 'cause this is me. Take it or leave. And I wanna be me, unabashedly. And if you don't like everything you see, then don't let the door hit you on your way to leave. Oh, and I will open up to it all. And I'm done selling out, 'cause this is me. Take it or leave. This is me. Take it or leave.
That was Take It or Leave It. Now, what I love about you is that you say, let me tell you this quote that I read, and I want you to elaborate on it.
Okay.
You said, I believe that the difference between an artist and the average person is a fearless and relentless willingness to expose their quirks, oddities, secrets, and passions for all of the world to see and hear. Explain that to everybody.
Well, I just feel like most, I always say with any art, maybe it's with acting or, with visual art, anything, when you're an artist, your whole point is to show yourself and to give yourself to the world. And I think that everyone has a different level, a varying degree of their ability to express themselves. Musicians, I think, really unabashedly do that. At least I do. I don't know about every other musician, but I certainly do. I say it exactly as I experience life, exactly as I feel, and don't really leave a whole lot to the imagination. And my hope is that by me expressing myself in that way and showing every, again, quirk and oddity and, anything about myself, that somebody will be able to experience that in themselves as well.
Accept themselves as
Exactly. Say, well, if she's willing to do this, then why can't I in everyday life? And I think about how music has gotten me through some of the most difficult times in my life. I would like to think that maybe my music could do that for somebody else.
Right. Now, also with that, other artists, they like to give in just because of the industry. Like you said, take it or leave it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way You're taking your craft and you're giving it as is. Like, let's say a record deal or a record company comes to you and says, let's change this. Let's make you more pop. Let's dye your hair blonde.
I mean, it's all within limits. If I want to dye my hair blonde, I don't mind. I would.
Your accent is coming out.
Yeah,
it's so cute.
Because it gets when I talk about the music industry, it makes me angry.
Personal, yeah.
And when I get angry, my Southern accent comes out.
That's good.
But I think that it all depends. Given the right deal and the right situation, I mean, would I love to have a record deal? You bet. But on my terms. I don't want to have to sing exactly what they want me to sing. I still want to be able to write. I mean, there's a give and take. There's a give and take. But I don't want to feel like I lose myself, because to me, the whole reason why I do music is to kind of keep myself in check.
Right.
I'm able to get all of my crazy out in my music so that I can be a functioning adult in real life. And you take that away from me, and there's no telling what could happen. I might be the next Britney Spears and shave my head and all that stuff. So that would be just bad news.
That's why we pick our artists very selectively, because we want to make sure that any artist that is on Raw, they have that authentic side to them where they're not settling for anything else, or they're not somebody or portraying somebody that they're not, especially through their music. There's so many artists out there that's singing something and they're saying, "Oh my God, I felt that and that was my life," but it's somebody else's words. And that's why Raw is that's why we try to, exemplify that on Raw. Now your next song, Surrender.
Uh-huh.
Before that, how can everybody reach you?
Pretty much any way you can possibly think of.
Twitter, Facebook.
Oh yeah, Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, although I'm not really on MySpace.
I was on your MySpace, actually.
Really?
Yeah, you have
interesting.
like 4 or 5. Umbrella, another.
I need to check that out. I haven't been on there in a while. Oh, but yeah, I have all of that stuff. YouTube. I also pretty much run everything in terms of my social networking myself. So if anybody wants to reach me, you can message me on any of those things. It's not like an automated thing or some random
somebody
person.
else writing for you.
It's me. So just reach out to me and, give me your thoughts and your ideas and your comments. Tell me secrets, whatever you want to do. Find by me.
Now, Surrender is a very personal song. Now, again, not to get into your personal life.
That's all right, you can.
Is it about a specific person, or it's just an overall emotion, like?
When I wrote it, I definitely had a specific situation in mind.
Situation. You hear that?
But I can safely say that, now that the situation is past, it can so easily fit into different aspects of my life. As the viewers will hear in a minute, I guess, Surrender is very much about being in an argument with somebody, and you know that you're right about what you're saying, but they also know that they're right, and there's just no winning. And eventually somebody has to just say, you know what, whatever. I know I'm right in my mind, and that's good enough for me. And, in any argument, that's how it is,
Ladies and gentlemen, Surrender is one of my favorite songs on her new album named?
It's Take It or Leave, and that's the acoustic version. It's on Collapse Collide as well as a fully produced version, so you can get it both ways.
Now, hold on to your seats, because this is going to be some powerful stuff. This is Surrender by Miss Jennings.
Here we go again, 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 here we go again. Another night, another long drawn out fight. How long will this one last? You challenge our future, bringing up the issues of my past, and I don't think that I can win, no. So I'll hang up my pride by letting you believe that you're right when I will surrender to you. I will pretend that spinning round in circles again. And I can't get through, 'cause each excuse seems tissue paper thin. I don't think that I can win, no. So I'll hang up my pride, letting you believe that you're right this time. And I will surrender to you. I will pretend that I have nothing left to defend, and I will give in. Here we go again, here we go again, and you won't stop screaming. Here we go again, here we go again, I'm numb, no longer feeling. Here we go again, here we go again, I'm right back on my knees. And here we go again, here we go again, and I will surrender to you. I will pretend that I have nothing left to defend, and I will give in. I will surrender to you. I will pretend that I have nothing left to defend, and I will give in, and I will let you in.
Two.
That was Surrender. Oh, one more time. 3. See? Jinxed me.
Sorry. I thought we were done, otherwise I wouldn't have said anything.
3, 2. That was Surrender. I told you guys that was amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mary, or Miss Jennings. No, Jennings. That's all she is, right?
Just Jennings.
That's just Jennings.
Just
I want to
Jennings.
thank you for coming on the show.
Oh, sure. Thank you for
amazing.
having me.
A pleasure. Something different. We usually had a lot of Staten Island talent, but we have Nashville representing
Yeah.
tonight.
Let's go south.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.